All right, I want to give you a quick overview of Flagsnap and ultimately the coach's resources and some of the league resources that it has related to the refs tool and things like scoreboarding. So I'm currently sharing my screen here. Okay, I am on the landing page, and this is ultimately the Discover page. So this is a page where coaches can just pull in here, find game plans or individual plays to go ahead and add to their library or their game plans to be able to set something up for their team. And I'm just going to give a quick example here. All right, we're going to go into this game plan sheep, go, draw, whip. Okay, series of different plays run to each player. Looks like I've got the formation and then the specific whip route as a diagram. Let's go ahead and check one of them out. All right, a little snap there, fake to the X, and fire that Y on the whip. So if I was to like this play or this game plan, I would just go ahead and click add to my library. And now I just added 6 total plays right into my library along with a game plan. I'm not going to do that. This is actually mine that I posted. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my plays. All right, in here I've got a trove of plays. I got 712 plays, so way too many. All right, but it's where I store all the different plays I use. I can filter them in any way. I'd like to up here and create different tags. Okay, so a whole bunch of different options. Just to show you, let's just go to some defense and we'll go to defense 6-on-6. All right, so some different defense 6-on-6. I also coach the girls, so let's go ahead and go 7-on-7 defense, and this is some of the high school defenses. All right, sorry, go ahead and hop out of this. I'm going to clear all these filters. Let's go to game plans. So game plans are configurations of different plays. Can be done in whatever way you want. Could be things like here's my opening plays, here's my second and mids, here's my first and goals, things like that. One of the ways that I configure it, for example, is this first one here. Version 2 wristband pages. Okay. These are in sets of 3. So I've got my page 1 top row, my bottom row, my page 2 top row, and so on. Now, this is my current plan that I use for my second grade team. So I'm going to click print here. I've got the different plays. There's a total of 18, 6 per page, and there's 3 pages. Let's go to customize. I've already got this set for wristbands. Like I said, 6 per page or per card. And then I'm going to go ahead and check it out. Okay, so here they are on the right. There's my preview. And this is what's going to go in my wristbands. Now, if I was to print, obviously this would go ahead and print it. I'm not going to go ahead and click that. But these can also be adjusted in whatever way you want. I noticed that the players are a little bit too small for my liking here, so I'm going to just boost them up just slightly. Okay, we'll do that. If I wanted to make the lines smaller, I could do that. If I wanted to make it bigger, I could do that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. There's a lot of cool things you can do there. All right. So plays, game plans. Those are the primary coaches' resources. So with these plays and these game plans, I can go ahead and share these with my team and just go ahead and do whatever I'd like there. So I'll give you an example here. Let's go to the wristbands. This is my first set of wristbands. Let's go to share. If I was to click staff only, that's with my coaches. If I click entire team, now my whole team can go ahead and see those. And where those show up is those show up in my team's game plans and my team's plays. So right when they log in, it's the first thing they see. In this case, I'm not going to go ahead and share them at the moment because this one is an old one. Now, if I wanted to push this one to the public library, I would go here and I'd go ahead and click public and done. And then now that's visible to everybody that uses the application. Let's dive in out of here. Okay, so that's some of the sharing stuff, right? Now, diving into the game plans, sorry, not game plans, the refs tool and scoreboards and scorekeeping. So I've got my 1-2 Oregon Ducks team. I'm going to go ahead and go down here to the right. We're going to go to schedule. All right. I've got 2 going on right here. One of them is live at the moment. This one has stat tracking. I'll show you that one at the very end. This one right here against Boise. All right. Can't play 2 games at once, but it is what it is. I'm just showing you a fake game right now. So I'm going to go in here and click scorekeep. So in this case, I'm a ref. Okay. The ref is using this to manage the game. So I'm going to go ahead and click to start the first quarter. All right, let's say they score on the first play, Oregon Ducks. Hopefully my team scores on the first play. That would be amazing. And let's go ahead and check out what everybody else sees. So this, let me go back real quick. If you look at the share button in the top middle, you've got a QR code, you got a share link, you got all these things. You can send these out to your different coaches, your players, your parents, whatever it may be. But I'm going to go ahead and go to that link. And here's what the live scoreboard looks like right now. So quarter one, we got 9 minutes and 25 seconds counting down. We've got 6-0 with 3 with the timeouts. Okay, so let's dive back in. Let's go ahead and pause it. Paused it. Notice it's 9:16 paused. All right, let's go back in. Let's go ahead and add. Man, they went off in about 10 seconds. Don't know how they did it, but they put up 24 points. Okay, it is now 24-6. Let's go ahead and start that clock. In this case, let's say, it's actually now the second quarter. Let's go ahead and start that clock. At any time, if there's any clock issues, you just click and hold, all right, or tap and hold, and then you can adjust the clock in any way. But in this case, let's just keep the clock running. All right, I can mess with timeouts. Go ahead and use my timeouts. I can also manage possession if I like to, just to make a little note here. Now, this is fully configurable in whatever way you want. So to give you an example there, I can come down here. I can turn off specific things and have presets. So in this case, I'm going to go to a preset that's ref basic. And now, wrong one. All right, we were already on ref basic. Let's go to ref advanced. Okay, ref advanced would be things like managing the down and distance. So I'm going to go ahead and manage down and distance, my play clock resets. These are all configurable within the settings, including what play comes after what play. If at any time, in that case, let's say we were on 2nd and goal, I can reset it. Let's say there was a change of possession, or I can always skip to. So let's go ahead and skip straight to, they scored on that down to a 2-point conversion. Okay. Now, all of these things, time, score, all that stuff is adjustable in here. Number of downs, how long my play clock is, timeouts, how long my periods are, and so on. All right, I've jumped back out. Let's go ahead and check out scoreboards here. So scoreboards, it's super cool. Once you get the entire league using the application, you can see a bird's eye view of absolutely everything going on every single field. So here's the example. I'm going to go to scoreboards. All right. I'm going to pull up the Rise League. Okay, so this is one that we were demoing during the winter season, and this was the one that happened on February 20th. So you can see this was all kept live, so you have all the team scores pulled in from here. And what was super cool is the league operator was able to see this, know exactly what the time is on the game, when the game is going to end, and basically anything they needed. So super cool there. Now I'm going to jump back out, check out another one. This is one that's currently, so this is one from last Friday. As you can see, once again, got a lot more games going on here. But let's go ahead and dive in because they have the entire season hooked up. So we've got the March 27th games. Those ones are going to be tomorrow. We've got the April 3rd going all the way to April 17th and beyond. Now, the last one is the May 1st game. What's interesting after this is playoffs. So the entire application will configure brackets and playoffs, and then your scoreboard ends up being a series of brackets, which is super cool. So just a little bird's eye view there. It's been very useful for logging scores, and then ultimately very useful for the parents and the coaches on the sidelines because they're able to see the time in the game, the score, just anything they need. How many timeouts they have left. So it just depends on what you want to track. All right. That is a high-level overview of the application. There's some more nuances within everything. But if you have any more questions, you can reach out to us at flagsnap.com. Reach out to me specifically at Mark, M-A-R-K, at flagsnap.com. So go ahead and shoot me an email. Happy to chat, and we will jump on a call.